welcome to Caravan Escapades. In fact, welcome back. This is part 6 of our French holiday 2022. Hopefully you've watched the other ones, so if not, please jump back and watch those as well. So we've left Estorell. We're heading now to who knows where. Basically, we're heading back up the country. We're going to try and get some miles under our belt and see where we get to. Sorry, I've just noticed one of my covers, basically the water cover, is flapping, so I'm gonna have to stop in a minute and just kind of lock that shut. Anyway, that's by the by. So in fact, that's a good point. Before you leave site, make sure all your flaps are locked. So we're heading away. So we've had a lovely time at Estorell. It's been a great site. I don't know, there's just something quite not or different this time, I think, and we can't quite put our finger on it. I think people were a little less sociable, although we did really meet some very nice French, some very nice, they'll watch this back and they'll be angry with me, some very nice Dutch people. So hi to Lisa, Rosa, and Levy, sorry, and their mum and dad. So it was really great to meet you guys, and if you're ever in the UK, give us a shout. But yeah, it was a good site. Maybe not quite, it's very different to let's say camping, what's the other ones?
Estorell, no,
not Estorell.
Les Tournelles.
Very different to Les Tournelles and what was the other one? And Le Seringang. Le Seringang was great because it was right on the beach and we could get on the beach a lot of the time. And Les Tournelles is also kind of very close to the beach. This one, Agay Beach is probably 10-15 minutes drive away, and parking can be a bit difficult, and Fréjus Beach probably by the time you get there is a good half an hour's drive away, and again a little bit difficult to park, and quite busy beaches as well. Sounds like we're moaning, we're not moaning. We have had a great time away on the site and have really enjoyed ourselves.
The buzz on the site wasn't there.
Yeah, I think Claire's right. I think the buzz probably kind of,
an atmosphere.
Yeah, you know, we did start to get, and it's crazy, our last day here people started to talk to us even more. I just felt that people probably didn't mingle. People kept themselves to themselves a little bit more. Maybe that could have been because we were British and because of Brexit, but even the other British people, we didn't seem to sort of mingle very much. You know, we said hello and politeness and all that sort of stuff. It just seemed a little bit different. But again, the site was great. I think there was a couple of areas, particularly where we didn't film, which could have probably done with a little bit of improvement. We went and played the mini golf yesterday, and to be fair, I'm glad it was free because I certainly wouldn't have paid for it. The mini golf course was really in quite a bad state of disrepair, with all the grass carpets turned up and just, yeah, not great. And the children's arcade, we saw that advertised a lot, again quite poor, in a bit of an old cellar. Half the machines didn't work. Sorry, Darcy, what you're saying?
The crazy golf, on the metal one where it goes loop the loop, it was really hard.
Yeah.
And there's like clubs that are red, what are grown up, and there's orange ones for children, and there's little ones, but I don't know what the very
yellow ones. So the crazy golf, but you know, other bits of the site were fine. The pool lovely, the beach area lovely, but again, I think what was really annoying at the pool area, it gets very busy, and it became absolutely apparent to us this morning. We went down for breakfast before we left, and you know, you can overlook the pool, and there was probably about 8 people in the pool at just after 8 o'clock this morning. Yet there must have been 30 or 40, if not more than that, beds covered with towels already. So there is a lot of people going down and putting towels on the beds, and also kind of moving umbrellas where you know, you might find there'll be a pair of sunbeds and I've got 3 umbrellas around them. It's obvious that people just go up there in the morning, put the towels on, and just expect them to reserve those beds for the rest of the day, whether they're there or not, even if they come down to the pool for a couple of hours. So that was a little bit annoying, but the pool area is absolutely lovely. Plenty of slides, plenty to do for the kids. You know, very, very nice. So, you know, I can recommend Estorell. Some of the pitches are small, but hey ho, that's Estorell. We've gone, we're on the road, we're moving forward. We're going to get a few miles under our belt today. It's 12:20 now. Probably could have done with getting away a little bit sooner. I reckon we're about 200 miles to Lyon, so maybe what I'll do is see if we can get just past Lyon, and then basically see where we can find to stop. So we'll come back to you in a bit. So we've been travelling for about 4 hours 20 minutes. We've covered 169 miles and Lyon's about 80 miles away. It's not been the best of journeys so far. Lots of stop and starting, and here we are again. If I just spin that round and show you, you can probably see there.
Oh, bless me.
You know, we're going along at what, 10 miles an hour now, but there's been a lot of stop, start, and I think been going on like this for about 2 hours, so not quite got as far as we'd have hoped, but hey ho, them's the breaks. So the traffic really hasn't cleared up. In fact, it's only just cleared up, and we were hoping to get past Lyon, but it's now 4:45 in the evening. We've done just over 200 miles in kind of 5.5 hours, so we decided to call it a day. We've just used the ACSI app again, which has been great. We have phoned a couple of sites first who had availability, but we did mention that we were a twin axle, because some sites don't allow twin axle caravans. So it is worth mentioning, if you are phoning around and you're travelling, it is worth mentioning that that you are a twin axle. So we've got somewhere, it's about, how far away does it say, Claire?
15 minutes.
So it's about 15 minutes away. I can't remember what the name is, but I shall certainly let you know as soon as we get there, and we'll come back to you in a bit. Okay, so the campsite is just along this road, and I'm going to try the pronouncement. Camping Shanty Merle. So it's just up here. What I'll do is I'll spin the camera around so hopefully you can see.
Please turn right in 300.
That's the other sat nav, which is trying to take us back onto the main road. But Camping Shanty Merle. Shanty Merle. I should stop trying to pronounce these things, really, shouldn't I? So I think it's just up here. Oh, mate, no, it's a little further round.
Please turn left in 300.
It's about 1 kilometre away.
Left onto D163A.
No, ignore that.
Ignore those two sat navs. I'll probably speed this bit up anyway.
In 600 metres, turn left onto Camping Shanty Merle.
Camping Shanty Merle. That's
Shanty.
Shanty Merle. Camping Shanty Merle. That's what the sat nav's just said.
At the roundabout, take the 5th exit.
Oh, it's a Caravan and Motorhome Club one as well. Let's just come up on the sat nav. So it's one of the Caravan and Motorhome Club affiliated ones. Here we go. I believe
Take
this is it.
the next left onto Camping Shanty Merle, then your destination will be on the left.
Swimming pool.
So we're here.
Your
I should go
destination
and
is on the left.
check in at reception.
Yes.
At night.
No, they close at 10:30 at night.
And
So
open
between
at 10:30 at
7 in the morning.
It's I think it's going to be a bit like that one
that French drunk lady.
Yeah. It's a father and son seem to be running it.
Okay. Can we go wherever?
No, we're following him. That's the
Oh.
father.
Okay.
Oh
The
God.
route is being calculated.
Where's he putting us?
Just here, I think. Perfect.
Thank you, sir.
Please drive to highlighted route.
So here we are at our first stop on our way back towards Calais and ultimately home. The site's great. It's one of those sites that I kind of enjoy. Ideal for a sort of one night stop. This is our pitch. It's not massive, but it's certainly ideal for tonight. We've got electric, we've got kind of water on there. Interestingly enough, one thing I will mention, it's another pitch that is reverse polarity. So as you can see, I put my little adapter in there. So basically I've got the positive and the negative swap round the other way, or the opposite way. So positive, negative, swap round, and at least that way it kind of puts it back to the way it should be. So it is worth checking, certainly on some of these smaller sites, whether they are reverse polarity. I think that's the third site since we left. Anyway, so it's a mix. It's a mix of sort of motorhomes, static homes, people's holiday homes. That's got a few sort of touring pitches, that sort of thing. So there's somebody else kind of just arriving at the moment. So I think what I'll do is come back to you shortly. So now they've pitched up, let's take a wander down here, and we'll kind of walk towards the facilities, that sort of stuff, and I'll show you what's available. This is where we're pitched up there, and it's a mix of touring pitches and static homes, and I guess the static homes are more that people actually own and keep here, or keep here on the site, and come for weekends, that sort of thing. Now there's the entrance and exit off the main road. That's the reception area over here. There's an outside washing area here. That's your chemical toilet waste over there. And then we kind of go through into the facilities here. So mixed shared facilities. You know, in all honesty, not the cleanest we've seen, but it's what I've come to expect from these sorts of sites. You know, it's not terrible. Again, showers are there. And you've got your toilets here where you've got washing machines, tumble dryer there, I'm guessing, and toilets. It's one of those, again, where you need to bring your own paper, and as I just showed you, well, just showed you there, lacking a seat, but that seems to be the case with most of them. It's one of the things we've seen here. They kind of put these dishcloths out on the entrances. I guess it's to dry and wipe your feet off. There is a squeegee here, which we haven't seen in others. Baby washing facility. Again, not the cleanest, but they're not filthy. I'm happily kind of have a shower in there, that sort of thing. And then we kind of move through to the sort of bar, pool area. There's table football, different bits here. So there's the kind of bar area through there. And then we've kind of got the pizza ovens there. So there's pizzas on the go, you can order pizzas. Here's the pool. So the pool's open until 9 o'clock at night, and again, no loose shorts. You must wear your tight swimming shorts. But this is a pool area, quite a nice area to kind of swim in. Not the biggest of pool, but certainly looks very clean with sunbeds and that sort of thing. So that's all very nice down there. And then obviously your traditional ball, where you can play ball here. I don't think there's a French campsite exists without a ball park, ball court. I'm not quite sure what you'd call them. And then we kind of move down through this little wooded area, or a few trees anyway, to a little play area. So there's a little play area with some exercise equipment on, little roundabout, little climbing frame. And there's some sort of football net area in there. For the kids to kick around, table tennis, and then there's like a farm area here. So you've got things, you've got your goats, you've got ducks, donkeys, I guess it's kind of chickens or whatever on the island, I'm not sure. It's certainly like a little farm area here. There's some ducks over there and donkey. So that's kind of pretty much the site. I mean, there are The site's obviously larger than this, but it is just a mix of the same sort of thing. So it's the static homes, mobile homes and touring pitches. So I'm going to take a wander back to the caravan now. It's absolutely ideal for what we want for tonight. We didn't get quite as far as we wanted to. We wanted to get to the other side of Lyon. I think we're probably about 50 miles south of Lyon at the moment. But we could have kept on driving, but probably risked not getting onto a campsite. Probably also risked having to stay in an air. So we didn't want to do that. So we've stopped, we've pulled over. We've got a place to stay for the evening, and then we'll probably make an early start in the morning. Actually, I probably need to see what the girls want to do now, because we've not really eaten properly today. So whether we go back and get a pizza there, or we go for a quick drive and see what we can find in the locality. Let's see what they want to do. Right, ladies, so I've done my vlogging review on the site. There's Darcy May sat there, Claire sat around the corner. What do you want to do? Do you want to get a pizza here, or do you want to go out for a drive?
Don't really mind.
What about you, Darcy May? You just want to get pizza here? We need to get some milk as well though, don't we? So should we go out?
The site hasn't got a shop.
So the site hasn't got a shop, so I think what we'll do is we'll probably take a quick drive out, see if we can get some milk and stuff, and if we can't find anywhere to have anything to eat, we'll probably come back and grab a pizza here. It's all vineyards,
look at all the grapes.
Yeah, it's all vineyards, all basically stepped. This is the river. This is a massive river running through. Look.
Some of the things where it's telling you to turn right, but actually you don't need to. It's just a corner, isn't it? I wonder if it's a wine place. It's a boutique. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I think it is a wine place. I'm sure I've seen that before.
Turn left onto Route Aire, then enter the roundabout.
Fire. It said fire, I think. Chocolate, something or other, the city chocolate.
Turn left.
Yeah, but look at the beautiful character that's
Yeah, but look at this.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto Estorell.
Look at the river.
That's what I'm saying, look at this.
So wide.
We've got all those cruise boats down there. Look.
Oh gosh, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, if we'd have stopped at the site, we'd have never have seen some of these views.
Turn right onto Estorell.
It pays sometimes, you know. Yes, only came we want something to eat, but actually not going to the site and just actually going into the village just to experience a little bit more of the local culture. Look at that. Doesn't May look at? Can you see out of your window?
Yeah.
It's lovely. That big boat. Look at it. But that's the school. The pizza shop. Kebabs, tacos.
That campsite's just there. We've literally just been for a 10-minute drive into the local town. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put a name or a link if I can remember. Absolutely stunning. I mean, basically we've driven through vineyards, proper kind of old traditional France, driven through the vineyards and then driven down to the town by the river. Beautiful town.
Gorgeous houses as
yeah,
well.
gorgeous houses, architecture, history to it, all by the river. And it's, you know, if we'd have just carried on steaming up the motorway and hadn't decided to stop at one of these campsites and basically literally, you know, just take a quick 10, I mean, we just nipped to the supermarket. We've probably been gone 45 minutes, an hour at the most, but absolutely had the most fantastic scenery, and we have tried to video some of it, so I will kind of include it very shortly. And literally from the campsite to where we've been, it is quite hilly and whatever, but everywhere is covered with either grapevines or fruit trees, and it's obviously a big wine producing area. I think, what was it, apricot, we just passed some apricot trees and some apple trees. It's just, yeah, it's amazing, it's great. I'm really glad that we kind of came this way. So we'll take a walk up the top end of the site, where there's another shower block, toilet block, that sort of thing. We're kind of walking through the static homes. There are some more mobile pitches. As you can see, we're just down there on the right hand side, and the types of mobile homes that are here. So we'll walk up. It's a nice sunny morning. This is the other sanitary, as they call it. So this is the sanitary block here, and then down there are some more sort of static homes. I don't know whether that's a touring pitch or just a mobile home put there. And then just past the sanitary block, there are just a range of more pitches. These are just pitches at this top end. There is no static homes, so they're okay size. I think we've got electric on the back of the posts here. Yeah, so there's electric on the back of the post there. They're all kind of individually marked off, probably not the widest. You get a caravan and an awning in there, I think that'd be about it. You'd have to put the car on the top. So more mobile pitches up the top here. Let's go and have a look at this sanitary block. The one yesterday was fine, as I say, not the most cleanest, so let's see what this one's like. Hopefully nobody's in there having a shower yet. So let's turn the lights on. There we go. And let's meet at the end there. So single urinal, couple of sinks, toilet with seats here this time. So showers are all. It looks a bit better condition, probably than the other ones. Another sink area there. Another toilet there. A few little cobwebs in the corner, but not too bad. And then another kind of sink area there. What have we got in here? Don't know. Oh, I'm pushing the wall, not the door. All right. And then another toilet there. So yeah, so not a bad site, or not a bad another washroom. So we'll see you in a bit. So we've just left our first stopover. Yeah, quite a nice stopover, nice area, quite a quaint, quirky little site. And we're heading north. We're going to see how far we can get today. Obviously we didn't get as far yesterday as we'd hoped, just due to the amount of traffic, and we're not even back on the motorway yet, and we seem to be stuck in traffic. But it is sort of 10 to 9, although it is a Saturday morning, not a weekday morning. So let's see how far we can get and see how we get on today and where we might end up stopping.
Sky.
So we're just coming up to one of the auto tolls or the peages, and what I'm going to do this time, if I can get over there, is show you, not that it seems to make any difference today, so now let's go all the way over here then, is to try, I think there's too much traffic, but there is the ones over here that if you go through at 30 kilometers an hour, you actually don't have to stop. So my speed at the moment is 45 kilometers an hour, 35, 37, 33, 30, right, so I'm now 29 kilometers an hour, so we shouldn't, in theory, but the guy in front's braking, so it doesn't help. There we go, we've peaked, so we're okay to go through, so we just carry straight on through. The barrier would normally kind of come down if we hadn't have peaked. So there we go, so that's one of those at 30 kilometers an hour. It's a little bit busy, it's probably easier when it's not so busy, but you just have to watch out at these, because it's a bit crazy at these large peages with people just kind of coming left, right and centre and all over the place. You've probably heard us talk about Aires, or at least other people talk about Aires. There are kind of two different types of Aires. There are your Autoroute Aires, so the Aires that are on your motorway, like motorway service stations. There are two types of those, and I'll go through those in a minute. And then the Aires that are in towns and cities and that sort of stuff, and they generally are on the edge of villages or towns and that sort of thing, and where if you've got a motorhome and you are self-sufficient, so a motorhome or camper van, self-sufficient, you can actually pull up in those and stop in those overnight, and majority of those are free as well, but they're different from the Autoroute Aires. You can stop in Autoroute Aires overnight. Some people are a bit skeptical about the safety of them, but there are two types. So there are two types. One that's kind of the full-on services, so has your petrol, your restaurant, your shop and that sort of stuff, and then there's the type that we're going to pull into any minute now. So if I swivel the camera around like that, so 1,000 meters away, and these Aires generally have a toilet, so there'll be a toilet there. Sometimes they have a play park, place to get rid of rubbish and that sort of thing, and you can stop overnight. You tend to find a lot of truckers stop there overnight, so we're 300 meters away, and this one basically just said it's got like picnic benches, and it's telling you, oh sorry, so 300 meters away, and it's telling you the next one is 9 kilometers away. So this one's called Aire des Crocs de la Terre. So here we are, so we're just pulling off into this now. We haven't been to this one before. Again, these are quite frequent as well. So we could go round with the bits for the cars. Now we'll go to the bits for the cars because it doesn't seem busy, or alternatively you can go round for the bits to the trucks. So we've probably made a big mistake here. You've got to watch out as well because they can be a little bit tight, so if you are towing, just watch on the high curbs. They tend to have lots of high curbs, that sort of thing here. So we'll pull into the right here. This is not probably a proper parking space.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Yeah, we probably should have pulled in with the trucks, but not to worry too much, because what we'll do is we'll just pull over in front of this car. You see this done a lot. You see this done an awful lot in France, where people, traders and things like that, kind of pull over and just go the full length. So I'll get the camera out, we'll go and have a quick wander around here, and then we'll come back to you. This is the Aire. So you've got kind of picnic tables there, waste disposal there, your truck parking. You tend to find on a Sunday that this truck parking will be extremely full. What happens is I don't believe they allow HGVs without special permission to travel on a Sunday, so all the kind of foreign drivers, that sort of stuff, have to park up and tend to be stuck here for the day. The toilet blocks up there, we'll go and have a look at that. One thing though that's been a bit strange while we've been travelling along here, we've been getting a lot of kind of looks from different people on the autoroutes and that sort of stuff, I don't know whether it's kind of because it's the car and the caravan or what. We've had a few people kind of pull up the side of us, giving us thumbs up, smiling, going, hey, great, 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 sort of thing. So is the car and caravan unusual for France? I mean, I know it's not a typical kind of European caravan, that sort of thing. So, but hey ho. So the blocks are up here, or say the blocks, the toilets up here. Sometimes you find their information boards. There's more picnic areas over there. Look in the woods. In fact, let's just take a quick wander over there so you can have a look at that. So you can see there's more places for you to stop and grab some lunch, some shaded areas and that sort of stuff. You also sometimes find on these smaller areas is they also have a little play park, a small play park. But one of the things we found, certainly in the past, is that when it's hot, the equipment can get very, very hot and can be a little bit dodgy. So you do have to sort of be careful. So they're just, guys are just taking some stuff to the rubbish. So you've got a disabled toilet. You've got a couple of toilets here as well. So you've got ladies and men's. I'll go and take a look in the men's. Yeah, okay. This is one of your typical French grab handles, spread your feet and crouch. So yeah, not too bad, but we have seen other ones. But you know what? It's better than kind of standing at the side and just weeing on the curb. So I'm just going to go and take a wee and I'll come back to you in a minute. You've got your wash basin and that sort of thing in there as well, so waste disposal, and at least you've got a toilet roll in this one. The disabled toilet. So it's kind of a normal style of toilet in there. It's a little bit messy, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's the experience of your kind of typical French airs. The toilets are around about that sort of standard. At least you say you've got toilets, that sort of thing anyway. But yeah.
They are often quite cleaner than that.
Yeah, as Claire says, they are often quite cleaner than that. I mean, I guess it's the weekend and they will tend to send sort of cleaning teams round and that sort of stuff. And so just to give you another comparison, we've just stopped at another Aire, one of those without the service station, so without the petrol, the shop and that sort of stuff, just to give you a sort of comparison on the facilities. So these are the toilets. These do look a bit more sort of modern. There is a children's play area over here, as you can see. Some picnic tables, that sort of thing. You've got urinals out there. And the girls are here.
Poo in here.
Alright, it says poo in that toilet.
That one smells of cigarettes, like someone's been having a...
So these are the sort of more traditional toilets, a bit cleaner, that sort of stuff, certainly a bit better than the other ones that you saw.
This is the big disabled one.
This is the big disabled one. So that kind of gives you a comparison. So things are a bit different to some of the Aires, but they've got toilets, that sort of stuff anyway. So that's just giving, the sun's behind me there, so I don't know whether you can see me. So that's just giving you a bit of a comparison. So we stopped briefly just before we head on the road again. So that was your typical Autoroute Aire, your basic Aire. So we've kind of just left there. Hopefully what we'll do is we will either later on today, in fact not today, tomorrow, what we'll do is we'll kind of pull into one of the normal Aires with all the services and that sort of stuff and give you a look at those and show you that. Well, we've actually gone on the ACSI app again and we've managed to book ourselves a new pitch. So we've got a pitch for tonight. It's about 18 minutes away. I can't remember what the site is called, but I think it's a small quaint site just off the motorway. So when we get there or when we get closer, we'll give you a shout, we'll come back to you. So just a quick observation, we're kind of between Troyes and Reims at the moment, and although we haven't seen any other English cars and caravans or English camper vans or motorhomes, what we have seen is a constant stream of English cars with bikes on the top and packed up, that sort of thing. So there's obviously a lot of English people here, I'm guessing heading back towards the ferry. Maybe it's Saturday, so they may be kind of catching a ferry this evening, back home tomorrow and then back at work Monday. But I'm just surprised by the amount of kind of English cars and that sort of stuff we've seen. In fact, there's another one just gone, that's a work van. So we've seen plenty of those, but with another English car with roof boxes, that sort of stuff, but no other English motorhomes, camper vans, another English car. I could be here all day with all the English cars going zooming by, but I say just no caravans, motorhomes, that sort of stuff. But that's just an observation anyway. So we're not very far, we're probably less than a kilometre now from the campsite. It looks like a nice little town, so we're turning right just here. Excuse the sat navs, I've got two of them on the go. Minute.
Well,
one
we've got
of
a phone on the go.
Well, phone on the go, and the other one. So one of us is directing to our final stop. So I think we've just got to go across the river,
keep going,
and then turn right. In fact, I think this is the campsite over here.
This bridge.
So here we are
Turn
camping.
Right onto Ruel de la Tanneri, then your destination will be on the right.
So the camping's round here. And I think, yep. So little bridge over into the campsite. Little tight and narrow. Hopefully it looks very quaint and nice though.
Right.
So looks like somebody's just arriving before us. This does look very nice. Here's a little reception in the shed. So I shall pull in here, park up. I suspect this will be cash only, but we'll go in and we'll see what's occurring. So here we are at our second to last stop in France, Camping de l'Île Cherlou. Probably pronounced it totally wrong again, but I will put a link below. So this is our pitch.
I found the shop.
As you can see, lovely little pitch. I mean, it's a lovely site. We're going to take a wander around in a minute anyway. It's a quaint little site by the river. I don't know whether you can see through there. There's a river through there, right on the edge of town. But really is a very beautiful little site. So we'll take a wander around. So let's take a little bit of a wander around the site and see what we can find. Obviously various pitches. The pitches aren't huge, don't get me wrong, the pitches are not massive. We did phone ahead and explain that we were a twin axle caravan, and he had reserved one for us, so obviously we could get on there as well. But there's a nice little kind of rock slab seating area here, picnic table which you could kind of sit and have your lunch in. So we've got the WC round here. Very well maintained, you know, nice little gardens. It's a Dutch family, I believe, or it's a Dutch couple that have it. I think they've had it for 4 or 5 years now from what I was reading. They're quite proud of it. So there's your pot washing facilities. I guess that's your toilet cleaning, chemical waste. Now, you know what, it's out there, it's in there, but of all the sites I've been on, that's the cleanest toilet waste that I've seen. So yeah, quite chuffed with that. That's not a bad effort. Outdoor urinals, all blokes love a good outdoor urinal. So not sure what's in this one, so let's have a look. So toilet again, immaculately clean compared to others I've seen. And toilet paper, Claire says she spotted the toilet paper. Paint's peeling on the ceiling, but I kind of guess that's what you get in these warm environments. That was toilets all along, that was engaged. Yeah, another toilet.
It's social distancing.
Don't go that way. That's the back end to the showers.
So here's the showers.
Oh, it's going the wrong way.
Oh, Claire says it's the back end to the showers, so you can't walk this way.
Well,
I don't think it really matters. I'm sure you can walk in there. That's locked, so that's obviously not for us.
The other way.
These are more toilets. Yeah, so all very, very clean and spotless. What have we got in here? Oh, more urinals. So indoor urinals, as Darcy May said, not outdoor urinals. Nice little seating area here. The reception obviously sell ice creams. It must be an honesty sort of system.
I wish I could have one.
Put your money somewhere. Well, you may be in a bit, Darcy May.
I think you put it in that bag.
Yes, quite possibly.
Daddy,
So they do have cornettos and different drinks. Welcome information in French, Dutch, I think, and English. All the tariffs there. And here's the reception. lovely little reception here. They don't, or just to remind, they don't take cards, so it is cash only. And I think, what's it say there, the office is open at 7 now. Is that 7 in the morning or 7 this evening? Because it's 1900 he's got there, so yep, so that'll be open in a bit. And what does it say? Take any place you want, the owner will come back soon, please visit the office at the time it will be open. So basically, if you turn up here and the office isn't open, go and find yourself a pitch.
There's a lot of information on the board about that, telling you the tariffs and stuff and what to do if you do turn up.
So yeah, what Claire said, there's a lot of information on there. Obviously some of the bits are closed here, and this is the shower bit. Oh no, this is the baby bath. No. So there's some sinks in here.
Baby. Someone's in the baby.
Yeah, and I think that's the baby bath in there.
Yeah, it is.
And the WC, so these are the showers.
Daddy, look at here. Voila.
There's the washing sinks. So the showers, bit of a chain to pull there. Nowhere really to hang any clothes or anything, because there are hooks on the doors.
That's for washing your dishes.
Oh, that's for washing your dishes.
Opposite the showers.
Yeah, but that happens, doesn't it? So
it's all clean.
it's all clean. So yeah, I'll come down and try the showers in a bit. So it's a pull to handle. It's probably, boy, is it going to be cold shower, hot shower? Who knows?
It says plenty of hot water on the information.
So plenty of hot water, I think, is in there. So yeah, so that is the kind of shower block. Let's take a wander round the site then. What's that bit there?
They're individual sinks.
Oh, so that's individual sinks, yeah.
No, it's only for ladies.
No, it's not just for ladies.
Only for ladies.
Yes, so the individual sinks
Well,
here,
only for ladies.
all clean.
I'm trying to tell something.
You know, it's not super spotless, immaculate, that sort of stuff, but certainly better than other sites that I've seen in France. But I love these sites. This is kind of one of the bits I enjoy the most about our French holidays and our French exploration, is the fact that we come across these places, we don't book anything, we use the ACSI app, which is great, and we kind of look where we are, take an idea of what's around us, click on it, and it basically just phones up. You say, have you got any, well, obviously you try and speak French, have you got any availability, that sort of stuff. They say yes. You press get directions on the ACSI app, it goes straight into the map and tells you how to get there. So it's been really, really useful. If you're not a member of ACSI, and I'll put an ACSI link below, I would really highly recommend joining ACSI. Certainly worth doing, and we found it invaluable, certainly on this trip. So again, as we take a wander around the site, I mean, the pictures aren't massive, but we could probably get on with just the caravan, but I think on some of the other pictures we probably struggle with the caravan and car. But as I say, we phoned up the owner just beforehand. He explained who we are. He'd reserved us a pitch. You know, there's the odd table and chair, that sort of thing around the site. So obviously caravans, motorhomes, camper vans and tents as well. So we sort of take a wander around there. You pay extra for your electric. It's €4 a night, so €4 for your electric. I think it's €7 for an adult. Children under 4 are free, I believe. And I think we paid €6 for Darcy May, that sort of stuff. These nice English folks, they're going to look out for themselves on YouTube at some point. So say wave, and we'll see you guys soon. So that's it, you kind of wander around, people see you with the camera and say, oi, what are you up to? And you get chatting away. Now, I think that's closed off so you can't drive through there, but I think that's only for driving, because you can kind of wander through. We'll take a wander around here. There's a lady sat down here in the sun. I think there must be more of a river this way. Yeah, there must be more than one river. Probably we'll have a look on the map. Is that the river? I think that's Water River through there. Yeah, so there's more. In fact, there is people bathing on the other side.
No, the scuba diving.
And Darcy May says scuba diving. I'm not quite so sure it's scuba diving.
Not scuba diving. What does that do in the yes,
Snorkeling. Snorkeling. So yeah, it sounds like there's waterfalls there, that sort of thing as well. So,
look, a willow tree.
Oh yes,
yeah, it's a willow tree.
Good girl.
Darcy May spotted the willow tree because we've got a willow tree in our garden at home.
It's the same one. Well, kind of different. It's kind of different, but because ours is like got different things on it, but it's really long.
But it is very quaint. I'm kind of wondering maybe at other times these are probably tent pitches that are opened up.
No, it's nice to see tent pitches because where we've been down south, they didn't take tents, did they?
Well, I think they did, Claire. I think just some of the sites that there was definitely some just kind of tent only on some of those sites. As Darcy May.
The Clementis Estorell didn't take them, did it?
Well, you say that. I kind of think there was. I know they officially said they didn't take just tents, but there's definitely some pitches that had just tents on.
They said they would take tents, but not just.
I think that's just an old service building. I don't think that's anything in particular. Like I say, it's not a massive site, but it is a very nice site. And we kind of, I think this is an area kind of closed off for cars and stuff at the moment, but I suspect they probably have the tent pitches. And there's your water point there, so there's water for filling up. All the pitches there, those guys were looking to pitch a load of tents. And then we're back. There's what, sorry? Oh, Claire's just found the rubbish bins. So the rubbish bins are over the back there. Sorry, Darcy May found them. And here we are, back to
a caravan.
Our caravan.
But now we're going for another one.
No, I think what we'll probably do is decide what we're going to do about food.
Lake.
We're going to, what lake? There isn't a lake here, is there? That's a river. So whether we take a quick drive into town or a walk into town, but we're probably going to need to either buy some food or decide what we're going to do regarding food.
Drive.
Things I have just discovered, actually just kind of looking at the map, is we're actually on a little island. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's the caravan site there, and we're on a little island, so how cool is that? So Claire and Dossie may have just come back from the shower and they've said to me, you've got to go and try these showers. It's a real experience. So let's go and see what all the fuss is about. I think, if I can remember rightly, where are the showers? I think that's just the washroom things, isn't it? And the showers are here. So these are the showers. These are the pool showers. Let's see what happens. So from looking at it and looking at the contraption and the handle, I'm kind of expecting a very cold shower. Let's see what happens. Oh, it is cold up now. Oh, but it is getting warm. Actually, it's not too bad at all. Ah, I see. So as soon as you kind of let go, as soon as you let go, it goes off. Here we go again. I suppose it's a way of saving water. Right, I'll crack on with my shower and I'll come back to you in a bit. Well, the conclusion is that was actually a very nice shower. Once you got over that initial cold, probably about 4 or 5 seconds, it then was nice and warm, and it was almost like one of those rainforest showers. Certainly worth a go. Only problem is there are some hooks on the back of the door, but it does splash everywhere, so do expect bits to get wet. But no, enjoyed that. Certainly very refreshing and worth doing.
Sky.
good comparison. We're going to stop off at one of the Autoroute Aires that has all the services, so we'll have petrol, we'll have a shop, places to eat, all those sorts of stuff. Now these can vary in quality and style. They can be very, very big, or they can be quite small. I'm not quite sure what this one's going to be like, but this is a BP one and will be coming up shortly. You can see they're pretty well signposted. That one says 2,000 meters. So you can see on the signs on the right as we approach, it starts to kind of tell you the sort of things you've got there. So you've got fuel, food, drinks, there is a restaurant there, and then you can also got picnic tables, cash point and motor home service area. Then also it's going to tell you what the fuel prices are. These are the BP ones. These BP being very expensive on the fuel on the Autoroutes compared to the Total Energy. Total Energy have been a lot cheaper. In some cases probably €0.50 cheaper. Right, so we're just going to pull off. We're going to pull off here. What you might find as we pull in as well, because it's Sunday, it might be or it might have a lot of trucks pulled in and stopped, because they don't allow HGV transport on a weekend, and they're not always greatly signposted on where to go either. So car and caravans down this way, straight down. So we follow this down there. There's an English motorhome. Somebody trying to go the wrong way by the looks, or trying to park in a parking bay. So you saw you've got the garage area and everything there, and then you've got the service area, etc. here. This is parking for coaches. I think there's not too many trucks here, but there's a few considering. Just try and work out where to go. I think we'll go down here. This is one thing we found, is that the signage tends to be a little bit poor once you've kind of got in about where you should be going.
Turn left onto A4, then take the first left.
Yeah, I kind of think we're struggling here a bit. So we'll follow it through, but you can see with the amount of trucks that are here.
If we're not careful, we're going to get back on the...
No, I think we can turn. No, we're going to stop. Yeah, well, that is a classic. Oh no, hang on, there's a roundabout here. We might be able to kind of go back in. But you can see what I mean about the high curbs all around some of these areas. So, and they can put you through some sort of zigzags as well. I'm not sure we're going to be able to. No, I think we've blown that one.
And that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
sometimes
so
not the signpost.
Wasn't very well signposted, that. So we've blown that one, unfortunately. We're going to have to give that one a miss and try for the next one. Well, that was a first for us, I must admit. We normally are able to kind of pull into the Aires quite easily, but that one wasn't particularly well signposted. Whether it made a difference because it was Sunday and there was a lot of trucks parked in there and that sort of thing, but there is another one within 5 miles, so we'll give that one a go. So let's try this again. The Aire is about 1,000 meters. It has play parking, and that might not be the right Aire, because no, I don't think that's the right Aire. So unfortunately I missed the signage and we've ended up being parked with the trucks, but there are the kind of caravan and motorhome parking spaces over there. And to be fair, that's better than a lot of sites that I've seen, or a lot of the services. They're not always quite as well laid out. This does look like it's one of the smaller service areas, so we'll take a wander up and have a look. There'll be a petrol station, there'll be a shop, There'll be one or two various bits in there. They do vary in size. You can get big, huge, massive ones or smaller ones. Yeah, there is a sign, as you see there, saying caravans, but I didn't see it as we came in. I think you've just got to keep your eyes peeled because they're not always that well signposted. So there's the filling station. Some of them have filling stations next to service areas. Some of them have the filling stations as a total separate entity. As I said, this is probably, looking at it, one of the smaller ones, but we'll go and wander inside and see what we can see. Mercy. So again, you've got a shop area here, the lingerie, toilets through there. These are quite common, are the kind of coffee machines, so you can get your coffees and that sort of thing from there. You can do them in English. We've got a various shop. The girls are, Darcy May's gone straight to the toys, but you can get a range of
Can I have a toy?
but you can get a range of sandwiches, cold sandwiches and snacks and that sort of thing in here. Yeah. And then if you kind of wander around, there'll be a seating area where you can kind of get hot food. The desserts here, there's a small seating area. As mentioned a few times, this is one of the smaller ones, but you can probably get burgers and that sort of things as well. So that was your Aire with services. Not the biggest, but quite adequate, and probably everything you need while you're there. We're just going to head back towards the car now and hit the road. I do feel a little guilty that we've ended up going in one of the truck stops, but I suppose today's Sunday, so no trucks are on the roads today, certainly not without special permission, so the space wouldn't be needed. And if you look right down the bottom there, you can see there are other truck spaces as well. So normally we should have gone in across there, but even there, look, so all the caravan bays have been taken up by 2 or 3 cars. So even if we'd have come in here now a little bit later, I'm not sure we'd have found a bay to get in. So we probably did the right thing coming. Yeah, I'm kind of just looking across there now, and I can't see a bay. We're not the only ones that have done it as well, but I can't see a bay across there now, one of the allocated caravan motorhome bays that we've got space to go in. So that just shows you. Anyway, we're going to hit the road. I think Claire's going to take over some of the driving now, and we'll see you in a bit. So we've just left our last overnight stay before we go on to Le Bien-Assisi, just outside Calais. What a wonderful, quaint little site that was. Run by an old Dutch couple, immaculately kept. You know, just it's on a little island in the middle of, excuse the sat nav. It's on a little island in the middle of some rivers. It's not a huge site, but it's wooded, it's nice. Really nice site. Really pleased we found that. So definitely, if you're traveling down between kind of Reims and Troyes, sorry, Reims and Troyes. So between Reims and Troyes, literally just off the motorway, not too far away at all. Go and give that one a try. That was definitely good. Now we're just off to Le Bien-Assisi now. That's our last stop before we hit the ferry again tomorrow. It's been a great time away. We've certainly enjoyed it. We've obviously still got more vlogging to do as we head home. One point of note is that, as you know, just before we came away to France, I got 2 10-kilogram gas bottles, the gas light bottles, and we've actually just this morning emptied out one of those gas bottles. So we've used 10 kilograms of gas. Now that might sound a lot in 3 weeks, but we've been cooking on it. We've ran the fridge on it. The fridge has been running continually on it for 3 weeks, and we've also been running the water heater on it. And you may ask why we've been running the water heater on when you know, we could have done that on electric. Reason being is because of some of the sites we've been on, because we've been running the air conditioning unit continually as well, and with the water heater on, we were kind of getting to the limits of the power, getting up there with the amperes and the kilowatts. So we thought it best that what we'd do do, save any problems basically, save anything tripping out, save overloading anything, is to run the water heater on gas. So I don't think that's too bad, 10 kilograms of gas in literally, well, 20 days to be fair. And we have, let's say, we've been cooking on it, the fridge has been running continually on it, and also the water heater's been running continually on it as well. So I don't think that's too bad. I think what we'll probably do now is we'll bring this part to an end, probably save it being too long, and also give us a bit of a chance to create another part just before we finish on our way home. So this is the end of part 6. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Hit that notification bell and you'll be notified when we upload more videos. Your support is very, very much appreciated, so hitting those likes and that sort of stuff certainly helps with the algorithms as well. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.